Okay, so we discuss about payment terms. Okay, so last class we discussed about all the accounts payable configuration, then how to post a testing kind of like how to post vendor invoice and how to display, right? So as I explained to you in the last session, payment terms. What is meant by payment terms? Payment terms are like a conditions like which determine whether invoice is due or overdue, and it will also contain like whether the invoice is within the discount period or it's out of discount or whether it's a due or overdue, right? So every see whenever you do a purchase from vendor, in a business what happened, they will be telling you like if you when you do the purchase they'll tell you like if you make the payment within 10 days this much of discount will get, or if you make the payment within 30 days like you will get some percentage of discount. Likewise they will give some, there will be a payment terms along with invoice. So like this, see, look at here, this is the invoice of payment terms. If you see here, it is clearly mentioned invoice date and all those stuff. Here, if you see in the bottom, it is mentioned here. Look at here. Accepted payment methods. Please pay by within 30 days. Okay, and pay with a PayPal, something like that. They will also mention whether they wanted to receive, vendor want to receive in a credit, with a credit card payment or check payment or bank transfer. Okay. Likewise, they will mention payment terms. So those payment terms, how to apply in SAP, we'll look into that. Okay. So you're done with this noting down, right? All these things. Okay. So how to create payment terms? We need to create the payment terms in OBB8. So let's log into OBB8. Okay. So OBB8, here you need to configure. See, payment terms for whether you're purchasing, vendor is telling you to, with the terms is selling the products, or if you're selling the, any product to a customer with the payment terms, like you will also provide same thing, like if you make the payment within 10 days, you'll give some discount. Then all the payment terms for customers and vendor payment terms both need to be created in this T code only. Okay. Suppose if you create some payment terms like look at here, 30 days 2%, 14 days 3%, 45 days no discount. That means it will become due or overdue. 45th day. From 46th day it become overdue. Okay, so if this payment terms is applicable for vendors, you can use it. If it is applicable for customers also, you can use it. Okay. Now, as I shown to you earlier, right? So if you go to FBL 1N to display what vendor line items. So mention your company code here. This is the vendor, right? I guess. Okay, let's execute. Yeah. Here, how it is showing as overdue? How come? On what basis? Okay. So there will be payment terms as I explained to you. See, if no payment terms assigned, system will pick up by default 0001. So immediately due. That means it was posted on 1st of August. From 1st of August itself due, and it is become overdue by next second onwards it became overdue. Okay. So now, but if you assign any payment terms, for example, if you are going to define new payment terms and assign according to this, it will become due. When it is going to become, for example, you define this one, then 45th day become due and 46th day it will become overdue. Okay, so what we can do, we'll take like this in this scenario, like we have a vendors, we're purchasing a material from vendor. So those vendors are purchasing the goods with the payment terms like 30 days, 10%, and sorry, take like 10 days, like this you can also take 10 days, okay, 10% discount. Then take 30 days, 5%. Next 45 days, no discount. Okay, so 45th day invoice will become due. Okay. So then 46th day onwards, invoice will become, yes, invoice will become overdue. So how to find due or overdue? By checking at the line item level here. Here you can find this is symbol of overdue. If it is a due, you can see the bell symbol here. Okay, so let's do the configuration of payment terms. So here come to this T code and click on new entries. Here you can mention the whatever the naming convention you want to take, you can take. I'm taking with the same company code, anything you can take. Okay. Now day limit. So day limit is just like it's like a kind of a if you can go here, click on F1, you can come to know. So this is how we can do that, but this one we will discuss later. Okay. So you need to give the narration here, like this you can give 10 days 10%, 30 days 5%, 45 days no discount. Like this you can give. And baseline date calculation. So baseline date is a key here actually. For every invoice, whatever you post in SAP, either a customer and vendor invoice, baseline will play the key role here. Okay, to decide the whether is it for due or overdue or consider for discount. See, we have given here 10 days, 30 days, and 45 days. Then on but what date system will consider? Because see, if you look at here, if you look at this any document overview, how many kinds of dates we have? Document date, posting date. If you click on this header data, we have entry date also. Then on what date system need to start calculate due or overdue or whether it is 10 days age or 30 days age of this invoice or 45 days. Based on that only invoice, the discount whatever we assigned will calculate, right? But what date it need to, whether it need to calculate from 1st, whether it need to calculate from 3rd August or whether it need to calculate from the 11th September. How? So that will be decided based on the baseline date. So here you can see here. Baseline date. So how this baseline date will be decided? Here you can mention that. Here baseline date you can take it. But now if you mention here fixed date, for example, you are giving a posting date as a baseline date. So what will happen? If the posting date is the 1st of August, see it is taking document date. Okay. 1st August is a document date. So system taking the 1st August here. Okay. Now here, suppose if you taken as a document date, 1st August. Okay, 1st August supposed to pick up. Fixed day means, like if you mention 15th, what will happen? What is the use of baseline date? Baseline date used to calculate the age of the invoice, whether it is a due or overdue, whether how many days old the invoice is. If you mention it 15th, though you posted invoice on 1st of August, the age of the invoice will start calculating from 15th only, because you given here a fixed date 15th. And one more thing, even if you post invoice on 30th of the month also, but it will go in back in time and calculate from 15th. So in that case, it will be like actually supposed to calculate from 30th, but here you given a 15th, right, fixed day. So system will ignore that, it start calculating from 15th. Okay. So that is the one thing you can do, take it. Additional month, if you don't want to calculate in this month, though you posted some invoice in this month and you want to calculate from next month, then give 1 or 2 like this. After 1 month only to start calculating the due or overdue, the age of the invoice. Likewise, you can mention the additional months also. Now, so how we want to decide the baseline date? I want system to pick it up the posting date as a document date. Posting date is a baseline date. So if you get inside this invoice or any invoice, if you post from now, what will happen? There may be a post document date, posting date, entry date, but system will take only posting date. From posting date only, it will start calculating how many days old this invoice has been. Okay, then based on that, it will come and calculate the percentage we give here. Say 10 days, I'm giving 10%. 30 days, then I'm giving the 5% here. So 45 days, no, right? Give the 45 days. Okay, so like this, you can create, press enter and click on save. Now, so let's take the example. For example, you're posting the you purchase something from the vendor, okay? Then what you can do, inventory, or maybe like a purchase data to vendor, right? So suppose based on this, it is a 10 days old. Based on the baseline, it suppose it's a 10 days old. So when you posted, you posted on 1st of, or maybe like 4th of August. Okay. Then you're making the payment on 10th of August. So when you make the payment, what will happen? Vendor will be debited. Okay. Then how much amount? For example, these are 10,000 rupees. So if it is with how many days old now? 4th to 10th? Around 6 days old. Okay. So you will have a chance of getting how much? Within 10 days, right? You will get a chance of 1,000 rupees, the 10% discount. So how it will happen? Like this. You are going to make actual payment to vendor 9,000, but sorry, you will mention like a 10,000 here. You are making the payment. Then actual payment, bank OG clearing account, you make only 9,000. Remaining, you receive a discount receipt. Okay, so this is how it will happen. So to trigger this GL account, see, sometimes it may be a 10 days old. Sometimes we make after 30 days or within 30 days we'll make. In that case, how much we'll receive? 5% only. And if you when you make the payment 45th day or with after 30 days, no discount, right? See, based on this configuration, if you make the payment within 30 days, 10%. If you make the payment within 30 days, 5%. From 30th to the until 45th, no discount. Even after 45 days also, no discount. So how system will decide whenever we make the payment? System need to decide automatically, right? So this GL account need to be picked up automatically. So to pick up this GL account automatically, we need to configure. So note down. I think you note down these things, right? So map the GL account for automatic posting T code OBXU. So first create the GL account here, FS00, then assign here. /L00. So discount receipt would be what kind? It's a revenue. So what is the number range? I think you've given a 4 lakh series, right? Nishita given, right? 4 lakh series. Click on create. Click on this. Okay, mention. Discount receipt is a revenue income for us, right? Create here. Come here, line item. You can mention vendor number because from which vendor we received, we need to track it out. Okay, that's why short key is giving 012. Now the field status variant you can given Z029, it's a revenue kind of thing. Click on save. So same GL account we need to map where in OBXU /n OBXU. Give the chart of account. See guys, please understand the configuration is what level. You should always understand if you're inputting something. So what level configuration? Now this configuration chart of account level. So if you assign many company codes to this one chart of account or one chart of account used by many company codes, any configuration you're doing at chart of account level, it's applicable for all company codes if many company codes are assigned to here. But in our case, it is 1:1. So no problem. Only TCM1 company code we assigned to only one chart of account. So there is only one chart of account. Okay, no problem. Proceed. Click on accounts. Click on save here. So mention the GL account and save. Okay. So next step. So we done with the configuration of payment terms, GL account mapping. Next, the payment terms we assign, right? The payment terms we configure, right? It need to be assigned at vendor master, or you can also mention that during invoice posting. See, either you can mention here in the payment terms tab we have, or if you assign directly at the vendor master, it will automatically pick up whenever you are posting any invoice to the any vendor. So let us do that. How to assign? First go to change decode xk02 or xk99. Also you can go to do the mass change. Mass change means if you have hundreds of vendors, so doing one by one will take a lot of time, right? In that case, xk99 you can do in a one shot. You can update it. So select only in this tab you have the payment terms. See here. Okay, now assign the tcm1. Assign here. So I'm assigning only for this BESCOM. So you will come to know if I go and post a invoice. So now test it by posting invoice FB16 post vendor invoice. So for example, if you take a BESCOM, you will get it. Mention here 10,000. So if you press enter, it pick up automatically. See, automatically it's been picked up payment terms 10 days 10%, 30 days 5%. Suppose if I change the vendor, look at here. I have assigned only for, okay, see why we are getting this message? Because during the configuration tolerance limit we given only up to 5%. So go here, go there. Here, 3 or somewhere we given. Who is this? I think not here, somewhere we given, we need to find out. It's here only, not here. OBA slash OBA. See. Slash OBA4. Okay. See here, he given only 5%. Okay, make it 10% so that blacks up. Though you given payment terms more, but here tolerance limit is restricted. Now we press enter. See, this will again need to restart. Okay, anyhow, let us understand this is the payment terms getting picked up automatically because we assigned to vendor master, right? So next one, if you are trying to post with other vendor, what will happen? You don't see the payment terms because we did not assign in the vendor master. See, okay, in this case, you can assign this manually. Either way you can do. Either you can assign it invoice level, or if you assign it master data level, system will pick up automatically. Okay, so now let us post this invoice, simulate and post. So if you go and check it out, invoice display, you can find out. So due overdue, I told you that you can find out now. Slash execute. So sorry, this is not a vendor, right? Execute. See here, it is showing as a not due. So when this will become due? On 45th day. So what is the baseline date here? 3rd. So 3rd August to September 3rd, it will become around 30 days. Then we need to calculate 15 more days, 45 days, right? So around September 18th, let us check. 18th or 17th, it may become due or overdue. Let me check with 17th. See, on 17th, it became due. So if you change this to 18 of September, it will become overdue. So now what is the day today? 13th. So if we make the payment today, do we receive any discount? Why? Because it's more than 30 days. More than 30 days, in between 45 days, it is just going to reach. Okay, so but if you make the payment with the 1st of September, then we may receive 5% because it's within the 30 days. Okay, let's do that. Go to how to make the payment. F-53, we need to make the payment, manual payment. So let's go and do that. So make the payment with September 1st. Any date you can choose. It's allowed here. Since the demo system and we are in the within the same month, you can do that. So here you need to take the bank or cash account. So bank things we'll discuss later. House bank concept when it's come. Right now choose cash only. So if suppose if you're not sure how much discount we are going to get, no need to worry. Just mention whatever the amount here. Later we can correct it. So enter. Which vendor is that? This vendor you can take. Click on process open items. Okay, the text field is mandatory here. See here, the actual invoice amount 10,000, but we are getting 5% discount. Okay, so how much we supposed to make? 9,500 we supposed to make, but in the first screen we entered only 100. Now we need to correct it. This amount to be paid 95. How to correct? Click on this overview. Double click on this. Here you can make it. Just press center and again click on okay. So now click on process open items. See now amount entered assigned is same. There should not be no not assigned amount, always should be 0. Then only you can make. Okay, now simulate and look at see. Okay, so this is expecting because foreign currency valuation is we need to configure. That's the reason it's expecting. So let's go there. Once you implement a foreign currency valuation, we need to configure here KDB or KDF. So here we need to map. So before mapping, we need to have the foreign currency gain loss. I told you right in the last session. We need to map all those things. See, we need to create all these GL accounts. After creating, we need to map. Then if you go and make the payment here, what will happen? We'll get the discount as well. The discount GL account also will trigger here by making the payment. Okay, let's do that.